Hi, y'all. Welcome back. This is episode 2 of the comment section. And if you aren't familiar, this is a show where we go through some of the funniest, trolliest comments attached to some of the biggest and strangest stories of the week. I'm your host, BougieBadazz, and let's go over some of the things that's been happening around the internet the last couple of days. Okay, first up, we have Daniel Caesar. Now, if you're like me, you probably had a little bit of higher hopes for this singer. He's really talented. He has a really good voice. His first album, Freudian, was on repeat. Don't know if it's going to be like that from here on out. Daniel has some pretty interesting things to say that no one asked about, how black people should be treating white people or something. I don't know. I'm just going to let you listen to what he had to say, and you'll find out why people had a lot to say back to him on the subject matter.
In this chat right now, I can't tell. Yo, I
gotta make sure there is.
I love you guys. Yo, you guys are listening, and I love you guys so much. But we're like talking about something serious. So I'm like, I don't want to talk about shows or like being, like artist stuff. Why? I don't know which black people are in here, but I want you guys to talk up right now. Why,
I think you can already tell some BS is coming.
Why do we?
Through his mannerisms.
Why are we being so mean to Jules? Why are we being so mean to white people right now? That's a serious question. Why is it that we're allowed to be disrespectful and rude to everybody else? And when anybody returns any type of energy to us, that's not equality.
This girl has the best answer because they mean.
I just went through the fucking Chappelle shit, and I had to in the moment acknowledge that I was being fucking sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
Lord, I totally miss Daniel. You're from Canada. You don't get it.
Everybody else. No. That's what it is. People are allowed to say what the fuck they want. And I'm allowed to feel how I want, but it's like, am I going to fight them or am I going to accept what they have to say and keep it fucking moving? Why are, this is...
The real question is why white people are being so mean to us.
I don't think that they can take a joke. I think that they're less than me. Those are the only people that I don't fucking say my honest opinion around. And that's disrespect. White people I see what you're saying. White people have been mean to us in the past. I have what are you gonna do about that? Tell me what you're gonna do about that. There's no answer.
Anyway, I'm not gonna let that take up too much time. What we're doing here, you get the gist. Anyway, as you get here, Daniel had a few thoughts on maybe black people not being mean to white people today based on how they were mean to us. I guess by mean to us, he means like Jim Crow and systemic racism, and I guess nowadays cops shooting us down. But I guess a few Twitter comments and things are us being a little too mean. So either way, you can imagine that Daniel caught hell. Especially, one more thing he had to say is that we need to get with the winning team strategies. As black people, we need to, instead of having a problem with white people, we need to study their strategies and get with the winning team. White people are the winning team, okay? That's how Daniel Caesar feels. White people are winners, and black people are the losers. So you can imagine that people had a few things to say about that. Again, folks were understandably mad. Daniel caught it from all angles on Twitter especially because that's where people have the most to say. And so let's get into some of the comments that people had for Daniel about this. Jerome Russell says, I felt bad when I said Daniel Caesar looks like a fruit bat with a beautiful voice, but I don't anymore. Which you'll get a lot of these coming for his looks. Daniel Caesar has a very distinctive face. I'm not going to call him ugly because that would be an ugly thing for me to say. But he has a very distinctive look and people targeted that pretty heavily. Miss Leandra says, Daniel Caesar asked us to bridge the gap when he can't even bridge his. Okay, that was pretty funny. I think it's kind of interesting when people have a lot of shit to talk and their mouth, never mind. Moving on. I'm not even going to do that. Nope. Stopping right there. Next comment. Ashley Beasy says, literally nobody, not one single person, and Daniel Caesar. And here we have your good old Uncle Tom in his front yard with the stars and bars blazing high. I'm from Georgia. I'm used to growing up seeing this, and yeah. I don't want to talk about Daniel Caesar's looks, but he definitely looks like the type. And I'm going to leave it at that. that guy Alex89 said he had a little meme for him. Why are we being so mean to white people right now? I don't. Is this from the PJs? I think this guy's from the PJs. This is fucked up. Y'all are mean. Y'all are really mean, and I'm cracking up. And I'm honest though said, you know how racists be like, I'm not racist. I have a black friend. Daniel Caesar is that friend. Which honestly, I can't speak on Daniel Caesar's personal life. Most people can't. A lot of people didn't even know who he was before yesterday, which I find surprising because he has some really good music. But a lot of people still don't know who he is. But I just want some people with these thought processes to realize that you can hang out with white people and be friends with white people. That's like not a problem. You can be friends with white people without having to tap dance and down your own race in their presence. And if you feel like you can't, then you might be around the wrong group of white people. And I can already tell you that Daniel was around the wrong group of people at that table because nobody listening to what he said, knowing what's at stake and what's on the table, and that they're only there getting that food paid for due to his career, no one thought to take that phone from him. No one thought to change the subject. They just let him fly. They let it go. So Daniel Caesar asked that we cancel him if we don't agree with him, and wish granted. Sucks. I didn't even get to hear his new album yet. Not interested anymore. On a lighter yet actually kind of related note, let's take a look at one of those champions of cultural appropriation that Daniel Caesar is so willing to put his career on the line for. In this clip, which I have no clue where it comes from originally, but I did find it on the Ratchet TV Instagram page, we have a young white woman who looks like the type that lives in Bed-Stuy, shops at the farmer's market every Sunday, and only listens to vinyl records. She kind of has that like hipstery vibe. Well, she's in the club trying her damnedest to get a twerk off. I don't even know how she stumbled into this place. It's like one of those hole in the wall clubs that she really just kind of is like one of these things is not like the other does not belong, but she's really putting her heart and soul into trying to shake her ass in front of a crowd of people. So let's take a look. You see, she's trying her best to get into a good position to make something happen back there. Sadly to no avail, but she's putting her heart into it. I don't have any idea where her shoes or pants are. I don't know why nobody tapped her on the shoulder and told her that wasn't necessary to try to twerk. If you look around the room and notice you're the only person with no pants on, it should be a sign to you that something is going awry somewhere. It's a sign she's not picking up. She looks happy. I don't know if this cracks anybody else up, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this person know. She really came in. What outfit do you think she had on before she came in there? She really did not look dressed for the club. She asked for help. Help me. At least they were willing to help her. She really wants to get it down. Like, I just really feel like she was on her way home from Trader Joe's and somehow stumbled into this darkened room and ended up in a twerk contest and removed her pants. I don't know. She's getting assisted. She's getting her ass slapped, everything. Either way, you can guess that there were some pretty interesting comments about this one that had me cracking up laughing, so let's go. She really put her heart and soul into that one, obviously. She was so passionate about it, she took her pants off. Like, again, I don't know why no one told her, like, this isn't Freaknik. All that's not required. But when you're in it to win it, you'll do what it takes, apparently. But let's get into some of the comments about this one. Jusuf says, the fuck is Velma doing up in the club? She did kind of have a Scooby-Doo vibe going on with her glasses and hair. Again, she looked totally out of place, but she wanted to do it. She really wanted to do it. Freddie Benson, too, says, Barb, is that you? She escaped the upside down. You're not going to get that one if you're not a Stranger Things fans, but those of you who know, no. She definitely had a Barb vibe going. Barb came back from the upside down just to shake that ass. And finally, Chef Deval Lasser says, she was so determined in her Hanes, I'm going to make it a thong panties, which I noticed as well. She had on like some regular cotton underwear, but she felt like she had to like yank it up into her ass so she could try to get something clapping up in there. But to no avail. It didn't really work out for her too well, but you know what? She really put her heart and soul into it. If you're passionate about the twerk, I guess that's half the battle. Even though nothing was really in motion, she had her emotion behind it. So I don't know what the cash prize in this contest. If there was, I doubt she won it. But A for effort, keep working at it. If this is what you really want to do with your life, shake your ass and your drawers in a club, then you're on the right track. All right, everybody, that wraps it up for episode 2 of the comment section. Please leave a comment in my section down below. Also hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications of new episodes, and let me know what you think of the show. If there's any comments you saw that were really funny this week, or you have a funny comment of your own to add to the discussion here, let me know what you think about the Daniel Caesar situation. I'm kind of curious to get everyone's thoughts on that. I'm not a big fan of cooning and buffooning myself, but you know what? Everybody has a different take on it. So let me know what you think about Daniel Caesar. Let me know what you think about Barb Velma trying to get that ass clapping in the club. And yeah, tune in next week for more from the comment section. I'm BougieBadazz, and I'll see you next week.